What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to take a little bit of your time to talk about some things that's been on my heart while I'm here away from the family in my hotel room. So I know over the last months, the world has been in the COVID-19 pandemic. Um, it has surfaced some nice things, such as people getting more familiar with technology, specifically online meetings and things like that. However, it's also reared its ugly head into people attacking each other all the time, and that's really what I would like to talk about right now. Um, and whether you're a believer or not, the good person principle says to love your neighbor as yourself. And of course, if you are a believer, then it's, love the Lord with all your heart, mind, and soul, and to love your neighbor as yourself. But whether you are or you're not a believer, because everybody has an opinion and everybody believes that they're right, we've got to love people. We can't take hate and create love. We can't take wrong and make right. And the bottom line is that if you can't find a good person, then be one. Um, Treat other people how you want to be treated. Help build them up rather than tear them down. When we unite in our endeavors, we often get a lot further. Life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And for some of us, the marathon is a long marathon, and for others, it's short because unfortunately, life is shorter than most of us would like. But anyways, I just wanted to take a moment and again just kind of talk about how we need to treat people how we want to be treated and treat them with love and let them know that they're valued and that they are loved. I feel in today's time in society, we don't spend enough time telling people that they're appreciated and that they're valued. And if we do, it's like, hey man, thanks. But really, is it sincere? And some people have a hard time expressing it when it is sincere. Um, Whereas others, they're they're going through the motion. And what I'm making this video for is to challenge people to get out of going through the motions and actually try to build up someone's life, try to impact it in a better way, try to do it in your community, try to do it in your town, try to do it in your state. The reality is no one person can change the world, but if we all do a little bit, we can absolutely change the world. We can do that for good, we could do that for bad. And one of the things I like to talk to my kids about is integrity. My 7-year old and my 5-year old, they can tell you that integrity is doing the right thing when no one's looking. And that's absolutely how it should be. It shouldn't be, oh, the eyes are on me. Let me do something wonderful. Hey, media. Hey, family. Look at me. I'm amazing. You'll have your moments like that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But if you're only doing it to glorify yourself or to give yourself purpose, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Um, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the attention coming. But if that's the only reason you're doing it, that's where I believe that it's wrong. Again, we need to be fighting hate with love because only love cancel hate. Hate will not cancel hate. It will only breed more hate. It will only cause further divide. And I think in terms of politics, that's a really, really, really big example. And I'm not going to get into whether the left is right, whether the right is right. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Um, One of the things I pray about on my stream on Twitch um, is I pray for our president. whether they're a Democrat, whether they're a Republican, indifferent. I pray for the House of Representatives, currently um, democratically controlled. I pray for the Senate, currently Republican controlled. It's irrelevant. We need to unite in our endeavors. We need to love others as we love ourselves. Rather than tearing people down and telling them how awful they are. There's a difference between being honest and providing constructive criticism and just trying to rip somebody apart to devalue them. Again, whether you believe, whether you don't, if you guys would like prayer, any given time, you guys can follow me on twitch.tv under bgilbert85. You can also follow me on Twitter or a number of other social platforms under bgilbert85. I want you guys to know that you guys are valued. You guys are loved. Your opinions matter. I don't have to agree with them. They matter. You don't have to agree with my opinions. It doesn't mean that they are any less valuable than yours. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody believes they're right. Don't let it equate to hate, because disagreements don't automatically equate to hate. It's just viewing the same subject from a different lens. I believe God is real. Others believe he's not. That's between them and whatever their beliefs are. It's not for me to force and say, you're wrong because you don't believe it as I believe it. And if everybody believed everything exactly the same way, it would be a pretty boring world. It's our differences that have the potential to make us better, but only if we're willing to work together on those. If the best example that I can come up with is if you were managing a company, let's call it a financial institution because that seems to be a pretty common theme. You don't want just people that know how to handle bank accounts. You do need that because it's a financial institution. But you also need people that can relate to customers, that can interact and express and explain the details. Hey, this is the pros of this. This is the cons of this. This is the pros of that. And the cons. Which do you think is better for you? Or this is what I think is best for you, and here's why. So you know, in the world of businesses, you don't want to hire like-minded individuals. You want to challenge the train of thought a little bit and grow. You want to hire people that are maybe good at something that you're not. For me, and if you're still watching, thank you so much. I'm not the best speaker. I know that. I write it on paper rather well. Um, but if I were to hire somebody, I'd want to look at somebody that is a better public speaker than I am. It's something that I am aware of. It's something that I'm trying to get better at, and streaming has helped, but it's not a strong suit of mine. And the reality is we're all good at something. We don't have to be good at the same thing. We don't have to agree on the same things. We don't have to have the same likes, dislikes, etc. Love your neighbor as yourself. If they believe as you, great. If they don't, okay. Again, disagreement doesn't equate to hate. Anytime you guys want to drop by, whether it's just to hang out or if you guys want prayer, again, hit me up on Twitch, bgilbert85. You guys are valued, you guys are loved, and God bless you guys. Thank you for your time.